been a while,
Never should
hasn't
have
it?
broke. Rico and I drive away
Well,
in complete disgust
there is
of
many
what we just
things that
witnessed.
you missed. Those
We start the
chicks,
day again with a team
they
meeting, and I
betrayed
present
me,
a fake plan. I say that we should split
and
up
my
again into
old
two
buddy
halves so that we can
died.
control more territory
Lucky
on the map.
enough,
Everybody agrees and the plan is a
when I
success. But
was
what I really wanted to
riding
do
in the
here was
cell
pull away players who I think
before
would sympathize with Rico and I taking down Welcome.
I
So we split the
died,
team,
I did
and
a
I sent my half
spell
of the people over
where
on
my
a mission to
cell
find
go
a new base for us
into
in Denver,
a
Colorado.
dead body
Before I can go and meet them, Schlumrock has
somewhere
finally
out in
logged
the
back on.
street,
And because he's
and
a
here
good
we are.
sport, he's decided to wait for us at the military
This
base
is my
to
safe
continue
house.
our interrogation where we left
I'm
off.
weighing
And that
low.
is what it means to
So
be a
I mean,
respectful
there's
player.
nothing I
So
can
Welcome
do.
and I head over on quad bikes and
They
resume
will
our
die
conversation
for what
with
they
my
did to me.
original enemy.
I can
Schlum
tell you
admits that he has
They
one of
will
the nuclear
pay.
launch keys. He tells me exactly where he found it
But
at the graveyard, and that lines up with
for
where
now,
we found the dig site. So he's not
nothing
lying.
I can
We
do.
can't just kill him and take it because he hid the launch key, and apparently he's the only one who knows where it is. As we're still interrogating, I hear gunshots in the distance. Yes, it is hidden. And
what is it? Let's say on my small safe house. This is the dining table, kitchen area, and a bed area. And a fucking radio. Not a TV, just a radio. Because I mean, it's a safe house. For fuck's sake. So, yeah.
that's not our team. Welcome and spots a big old group of players entering the military base.
There's like 8 people out there talking to Purple Sheep.
What? Hey, you boys might want to run.
What the?
Idiots! I'm up here!
Come on, come down, come down.
They're right here! They're right here! He's...
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so we don't have Schlum anymore, but at least we got the info that he has a launch key, which makes me think that the second one is still out there, undiscovered. And that is all I need to know to move forward with the strategy. Welcome and I split ways. Him going to SLC, and I to Denver. And I wanted to thank SparkToast once again for sponsoring this video. Minecraft servers starting as low as $1 for a full month truly is an amazing deal. With free DDoS protection, 24/7 uptime, and 24/7 technical support, they offer an amazing service, including first-generation servers, automatic task scheduling, and the most important thing is just a simple control panel. So thank you again, SparkToast. Use my code protagonist in the checkout for 40% off your first month. Link is in the description. My teammates have begun to set up our base inside the airport, but I can't have a moment of peace in my life. Welcome Rico's in to tell me he's discovered an alliance forming against us. This news is not surprising at all, since Hool the Fool already told me. But not to garner any suspicion, I tell him to prepare for war. Meanwhile, we had gained a new member in the form of Schlumrock's old teammate, Gibson. This is the guy we let walk free from the military base yesterday. He gives us 4 backpacks full of stolen gear from other teams, and a Jeep. And this is amazing, because I need a player just like him for part of my plan. For now, Gibson joins the effort to construct our base. I head out alone to dig for the other nuclear launch key, and I decide to go to one of the only places that hasn't been dug out, this tiny house in the savannah. I'm guessing the best way to find this key is just like you'd find diamonds, strip mining. And after digging a lot of dirt, I find it. The second launch key. I am 1 step away from launching that nuke onto Welcoman's head. And the final step is the other launch key, which means Schlumrock is the final piece to my puzzle. And I think I know where he's at. Earlier at the military base, when we were attacked, Welcoman thought it was a group of bandits. But I saw a shield pattern that I recognized. Those players were from the B&B. Schlumrock might just be behind their walls. I sneak up, using my grappling hook, and guess who I see inside? Schlumrock himself. I used my ninja abilities to stalk him inside their walls, and the security here was laughable. I literally just walked into their home and stood there in the corner, completely undisturbed, until Schlumrock opens his mouth and points me out. But putting a gun in people's faces really makes them cooperate. So I lead Schlumrock away and up to this tower for a private conversation. You want Welcome and dead?
As much as I hate your guts, I do want him dead.
Well, as much as I hate yours, I agree.
You got the key card? You gotta understand how tough this is for me. I need your honest God word. I need you to be schlub with me.
I'm gonna be Schlum with you. I set that nuke off, it goes to Salt Lake City.
That's exactly what I want to hear. My friend, do I have a little secret?
And in chat, we see death messages. Welcomin gave us the wrong location. And now he's at Pidgey's base, killing everybody mercilessly again. Just yesterday, Pidgey was our ally. And enough was enough. It was time to put our plan into action and finally rid this server of Welcomin and his gang. Begin Operation Busted. None. Everything about this plan has to work perfectly or it might not happen. My first step is driving over to meet Welcomin at the base he had just slaughtered. And I deliver him our new teammate, Gibson. Gibson joins Welcomin's half of the Alliance and will now operate as our eyes and ears within their team. Next, I meet with Schlumrock in Jackson, Wyoming. He's brought along other team leaders who also want Welcomin dead. They are going to reach out to any friendly survivors they can and keep everybody clear of Salt Lake City, which is the target for the nuclear missile. Schlumrock and I begin driving to the military base. Meanwhile, Rico is using his radio and putting the other half of the plan in motion. Rico lies to Welcomin, saying he just saw a large group of players heading straight towards Salt Lake City. The plan works, and Welcomin's team heads straight back to their base. Meanwhile, our teammate Nikki is already inside of Welcomin's base. He calls in an airstrike to make it look like the tower's been attacked. Nikki flees the scene before Welcomin arrives. Schlum and I meet our teammates Rico and Dreadmask at the military base and move down into the bunker. Every step has gone exactly to plan. I have number 2. Put in number 1.
Never
Number
tried
one.
no one.
Go ahead.
No going back.
Rico receives word from Gibson that Welcomin's team has arrived in Salt Lake City, which means it's time to execute the final step of my plan. I hop on the radio and begin broadcasting. Schlumrock, from day 1, you have targeted me and declared me an enemy. But Schlum, you've been a respectable player, and I will not use this nuke on you. Welcomin, you called me weak. You took me.
What the fuck? Aye.
We join the server and wait to see the death messages rolling in. But we don't. We only see 2, and only one of those were from Welcomin's team. Something had happened. Welcomin's team had somehow survived. This was really, really bad news. We immediately leave the bunker and drive back to Jackson, Wyoming. I instruct all the main leaders to gather anybody they can find, anyone, and bring them all together. We need to unify as one army to fight Welcomin, or else we'll all die. The skill gap is way too big for us to fight individually. Rico, Dreadmask, and I split off from Schlumrock and begin driving around to look for friendlies. The worst possible thing that could happen is running into Welcomin, so we have to be incredibly cautious. The first place we visit is the B&B to see if anybody's still hanging around. And I hear voices inside.
And there's two people outside.
Jesus Christ, it's Welcomin! And he is very mad.
Lots.
Go. I think I heard welcome.
Yeah, that is Welcomin. Okay, they're gonna follow us this direction. Oh my god.
No, it's not right.
But not 60 seconds later, just as we had left. Oh.
Probably trying to leave right now.
Oh.
Oh.
Where?
Oh god, this is not looking good already.
And there was nothing we could do. Welcome's team executes them, and they permanently die. The man who had been my nemesis, who ultimately turned into my greatest ally, is dead. We show up to Gun Rock Ridge and hide our vehicle in a barn. This is the location that we had told other players to meet us, but I don't know if that message got passed along. Either way, this is where we make our final stand. It's a tense wait. I can only hope that Welcome takes as long as possible to find this place. Our first sign of hope appears. A friendly group.
Friends. Well, no, he's friendly. He's me. No, it's me.
We brief them, telling them how we're going to turn this whole town into a trap by luring Welcome into the middle. So they take their position on one of the rooftops. Another group comes by, and another. 5 entire teams answer the call. And for the first time today, I'm starting to think we could actually win this thing. All of these players are posted up on their rooftops, instructed to stay as low profile as possible. I don't want Welcome knowing it's a trap. Now, all we have to do is wait.
People coming from west.
Yep, back there, south. They're here.
On the bottom.
Hello?
They ran already? Come on.
They saw people.
They saw people. They saw this and they suspected. Yep, they're coming back. They're at the south, southeast. They don't have heavy bullets.
No, they're good enough.
Want me to just look at the cover?
Whereas like they're backing off every 2 shots they hit them. They do not have heavies. Or advanced swords. No.